Crew Sports Network.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Guard.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike you can see, that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalized mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Stay calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-Guard. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S. Guard. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S. God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
Yo, what it do? You already know what time it is, man. It's time for the orange and blue skies tonight, boy. Knicks basketball on tonight, courtesy of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, as well as the Man-Cave podcast, man. Tonight's game, the watch along, the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden tonight. And if this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share on all social media platforms for the Man-Cave podcast, man, bringing you Knicks contents, Giants contents, all things sports New York. You know how it goes, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in from Twitter and YouTube, man. Thank you for joining me this evening on this watch along against the Timberwolves and the Knicks. And I don't know if Julius Randle's going to play. This would have been a great reunion, but, you know, we'll see them again in the regular season and stuff like that. You know, again, thanks. Shout out to the chat, man. Thanks for tapping in. Hawkeye, you already know. RC, yo, let me know if you want to get on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the link and stuff like that to do this Timberwolves Knicks games and stuff like that. I know you're a Timberwolves fan, so I know you're definitely going to be watching this game tonight. You know what I'm saying? Checking it out to see Dante DiVincenzo shooting for the Timberwolves against the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns trying to get acclimated to New York. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a great game, man. Should be a great, great game from the world's most famous arena, the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. And, you know, tonight's Knicks starters most likely is going to be Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. For the T-Wolves, I know it's going to be Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo. Who's the other guy? McDaniels, Jaden McDaniels. I think it's McDaniels, and I don't know who's the other starter is going to be. So I have to see when the starting lineups is announced. You know, right now they're doing a little shoot around, man. But yeah, it's been a wild day in the NFL, man. Hey, if you know part of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, the link is right there in the chat, man. We've been streaming since this morning, 9:30. That first game with the Bears and the Jaguars from London. Then we did the Commanders and the Ravens game, and now they're doing the Cowboys and the Lions game. And tonight, you know, we're going to do the nightcap, the Giants and the Bengals tonight from MetLife tonight. So all day streaming, you know how it is on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Hey, man, subscribe to that network, man. Bringing you contents all day, every day, man. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, baseball, football, you know, soccer coming soon, wrestling, boxing, MMA, UFC, all that stuff, man. And please go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, my show, my channel, the Man-Cave podcast, NYG Unpopular Opinion Sports, Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports, Miz in the Midday, Wales to New Jersey, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Zion Zenith, Mac the Giants fan, Mets 21-28, and El Capitan Rafachudo, and the rest of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. So tonight, let me see the Wolves and the Knicks. This is going to be a good game, man. This is a good game. The Wolves, one of the better teams one of the best teams out west, a Western Conference contender, definitely a contender for the NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? So this is a great matchup tonight, man. Got to give a shout out to the Liberties, man. They handled business with the Minnesota Lynx finally because they lost that first game. They should have won that first game, man. Up 18 points. They lost that game. Then all of a sudden, Brianna Stewart at the free throw line to ice the game to win that game. She made one of two free throw, sending the game into overtime when she could have ended it right there with that with both free throws made. New York would have been up 1-0, and today's game would have been up 2-0. Got to try to bring that chip home to New York, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't let that thing slide like that. You know what I'm saying? Now the series is tied one apiece going to Minnesota, where it's going to be tough to win the game up there. So, and I believe this is the best of 5, I believe. Next year, they're going to go to a best of 7 for the WNBA championship, but this year is 5. So Minnesota holds home court. They could win the championship, bring another championship to their franchise. You know what I'm saying? For New York, we need this. This will be our first one for the WNBA, the Liberties and stuff like that. Bring the title home. You guys were the favorites to win this year, along with Minnesota, Connecticut, and Aces and stuff like that. So let's hold home serve, man. Let's represent New York. Let's bring home a championship, man, a well-deserved championship. Liberties, let's do it. We all pulling behind you. We're behind you. NBA season is starting soon. The Knicks season is going to start October 22nd or 23rd in Boston on opening night. The Celtics will begin their ring ceremony to get their championship rings. I'll love nothing better than to spoil that. Let's get that dub on opening night. So far, like I said, man, you guys, man, get in the comments and get your comments in the chat, man. Talk your talk, man. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a great NBA season. Can't wait for the season to start. Like I said, the trade that was made for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to Minnesota for Karl-Anthony Towns. I know they've been wanting Towns for a minute, but I didn't know if it was going to be actually happen. And I was cool with just bringing Julius back and Dante DiVincenzo and running it back because, like I said, Julius was injured. I wanted to see what this team had, but the Knicks had other plans, and they made the trade. So we just got to go forward with it. Karl-Anthony Towns is our new starting center until Mitchell Robinson gets back, or if Mitchell is still here, depending on if they trade him or not. But for now, like I said, we'll go with Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. Like I said, injuries is all we hope for. We pray for. All right, thanks for tapping in, SB. I was good with the original team. Yeah, me too, man. I was good with the original team, but the front office made the move. You know how it goes, man. They caught us off guard on that one. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing if you do it like during the draft or like the trade deadline, but when you do it like right before training camp, that never really happens unless the player is requesting to be traded and they don't want him to come into training camp and mess up the flow, so they trade him like right before training camp. And that wasn't the case with Julius Randle or Karl-Anthony Towns of their respective teams. So that trade just kind of caught us off guard like right then and there. And I know, like I said, the Knicks been eyeing that, but I didn't think it was going to happen like right before training camp and before the preseason. If anything, would have happened like during the draft in June, or like I said, during the trade deadline. But it is what it is. We got to take it for a grain of salt. But SB, man, thanks for tapping in, man. Please hit that like and subscribe button to my channel, the Man-Cave Podcast, and also scroll up and subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Like I said, all day long, them guys been streaming over there. I was over there with the football, with the morning game with the Jaguars and the Bears, and then also, the Commanders and the Ravens game. And now they're doing the Lions and Cowboys. And tonight they'll be doing the Bengals and the Giants game tonight, streaming on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. So everybody go tap into that, like, share, and subscribe on here, man. Been doing football all day, but it's a little bit of time for basketball now. Hopefully, like I said, the Knicks could, do their thing in this preseason. Both teams coming in tonight are 2-0 on the season. The T-Wolves coming in, beating the Lakers and the 76ers, whereas the Knicks coming in, they've beaten the Hornets and also the Wizards. So this is their third game. They got 2 more games after this. They play the Hornets and the Wizards again for their final tune-up for their opening night game against the Boston Celtics on the road in Boston on ring ceremony, opening night for the NBA's ring ceremony for the Celtics. I would love nothing better than to crash it and beat the Celtics on that opening night, and send a message to those guys. This NBA season right now coming up is going to be very, very competitive on both the East Coast and the West Coast, the East and the West. A lot of competition, a lot of parity. You know what I'm saying? Teams are going to be very talented. It's going to be a dogfight this season, man. That's why I can't see some teams winning like 60 games in the season because it's going to be more competitive. It's like, a lot of times when you win 60 games in the season, that's because you're beating on cupcakes. But hey, if you're playing other strong teams, man, you're going to take some L's too. So you're going to have a split. You're going to have to do something. So I can see a lot of teams winning like the top teams winning like 50 games, 50 games because, like I said, them losses is going to have to come from them other teams too. It's going to be competitive, very competitive. That's right. Let's get this dub tonight. You're right. We're trying to get this dub tonight. We are in a good spot. As long as the guys stay healthy. That's our only thing. Knicks fans, you know it. As long as we stay healthy. Even last year, had we stay healthy, we was going to make more of a noise. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. Celtics won a championship last year. Like I be saying, they had an easy path to the championship because a lot of the teams, each teams they play was like had people out. They was hurt. And yeah, they had KP out too. But their main two players are Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and they had both of those guys. They're two main star players, so it'll be something for them if they lose one of those guys or something like that. But hey, like I said, health is our only issue. Let's stay healthy. It look like the Timberwolves are sending out Rudy Gobert, Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, and Dante DiVincenzo, whereas the Knicks will send out Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. Yeah, we definitely coming for Boston this season, bro. Coming for that ass. All right. See, these guys about to get ready to tip off, man. Like I said, the Knicks with OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, they got two of the best defensive wing players in the NBA. That should be that'll be our advantage on a nightly basis against teams. Wings who can defend as well as switch off and do some things, you know what I'm saying? So we got some good and if Mitchell Robinson is still on here and he's healthy, man, that's gonna be Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, on the floor. 4 defensive players on the floor right there. That'll be tough and with length. It looks like you say Julius Randle still ain't back yet. He won't play this game. He hasn't played none of the other preseason games either, so he's still rehabbing from that shoulder injury and stuff like that. But like I said, we will see Julius Randle, when we play him during the season. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to they're going to give him a tribute, which they should. He deserve it, man. Like I said, he came here when nobody wanted to come here, man. He was here when we was in our dog days and stuff like that. Him, Barrett, all these other guys that got traded, Quentin Grimes, Obi Toppin, all these guys helped turn the Knicks around, man. And hey, I don't have nothing but love for those guys. You know what I'm saying? They're not Knicks anymore, but hey, I'm not going to trash them either because, like I said, they came here when nobody was, wanted to come here and nobody wanted to play here, you know what I'm saying? And they suffered early on, when they got here, and now they turn it around. So nothing but respect for those guys, man. All right, looks like it's going to be Gobert jumping up against Karl Anthony Towns. He faces his former teammates. All right, the tap is up, and the Knicks win. Josh Hart gets it. Let me put the here. All right, Knicks with the ball. Mikal Bridges with the ball. Over to OG Anunoby. Anunoby over to Karl Anthony Towns with Rudy Gobert. Anthony Towns with a 3-point shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And here comes the T-Wolves, and they throw the ball out. And they throw the ball out. They didn't want to be. Yeah, I know they didn't want to be traded. Yeah, they got no control over that. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson over to Bridges, over to Hart, back to Brunson. Brunson around a screen, around a pick with Gobert on him. Got Gobert out there. And Brunson in the lane over Gobert. The first shot is no good. Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And he is fouled by Nas Reed. We'll take that. All right. Anunoby inbounding the ball over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart over to Brunson. Brunson around the Karl Anthony Towns pick. Brunson stops, looking around, still dribbling. Over to Mikal Bridges in the corner. 3 seconds, shot clock run down. Brunson with a 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Nas Reed. And here comes the Timberwolves. over to Jaden McDaniels. It's over to Jalen McDaniels. His name's are quick. McDaniels over to Dante DiVincenzo for a 3. Got it. 3-0 T-Wolves. All right. Hart over to Bridges, back to Hart over to Brunson. All right. Brunson still looking, gets it over to Karl Anthony Towns. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Is going Towns back to Brunson. Brunson with 4 seconds is going to have to shoot. Brunson gets in the lane and he gets fouled. Let's see who the foul is on. Is it on McDaniels? I think it's on McDaniels. So Dante DiVincenzo with the first points of the game, a 3-point shot. Knicks with the ball over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns to Bridges. Bridges to OG Anunoby for his 3. That's good. Tied 3 up. Wolves with the ball. Dante DiVincenzo over the half court line. Looking, coming around the Gobert screen with an alley-oop. And it's deflected in his Knicks ball. All right, Brunson with the ball. Ahead to Josh Hart. Hart back to Brunson. Brunson crosses the timeline. Around the Karl Anthony Towns screen. Brunson in the lane. Looking for over to Josh Hart, back to Brunson. Brunson looking at OG Anunoby with the jump shot, and it's good. All 5 points by OG Anunoby. 5-3 Knicks. 9:26 left to go early first quarter. DiVincenzo over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards to Rudy Gobert. Wow. And the basket looked like, I don't know if he walked or not, but hey, he got it. 5 up. Brunson with the ball across the timeline. Still looking. Dribbling. Brunson with the ball. Still with the ball in the lane. And he gets fouled. The shot's no good, but he's going to the free throw line. And Brunson's first free throw is up, and it's good. Make some substitution. Let me see. McDaniels will go out the game, and in comes Nickeil Alexander-Walker. All right, Brunson's second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Nickeil back to Rudy Gobert. And Alexander-Walker with a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges to Karl Anthony Towns with Rudy Gobert. Towns back to Brunson. Brunson around the screen. Shoots. No good. Rebounded by the Wolves. And here comes Naz Reid. Naz Reid over to Dante DiVincenzo for a 3-point shot. And he's got it. 8-6. So DiVincenzo has 6 of the Wolves' first 8 points. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson to Hart. Hart in the lane. Out to Anunoby for a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. And here comes the Wolves. DiVincenzo down the lane. Looked like walk out to Naz Reid for a shot. No good. Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns over to bring it across the line. And he shoots a 3-point shot. In and out. Rebounded by Alexander-Walker over to Edwards. Edwards down the lane. Shot up. No good, but he's fouled. Going to the free throw line. And Edwards' first free throws up, and it's good. 9-6 Wolves. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby to Brunson. Brunson look around, passes to Anunoby for a 3-point shot, and it's good. OG Anunoby. 8 points for OG Anunoby. Here comes the Wolves. DiVincenzo in the corner to Nas Reed coming in the lane, and he has stepped out. Turnover. 9-9 is the score. 7:13 left to go. Early first quarter. Knicks and the Wolves tied at 9 apiece. All right, Knicks with the ball. Hart in the corner to Mikal Bridges. Bridges back to Hart. Hart in the lane over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns will go bare on him. Shoots a 3, and it's no good. Towns' shots have been off his first 2 games. First 3 games, his shots not there. Anthony Edwards with a step back 3, and he's got it. 12-9 T-Wolves. Brunson with the ball over the timeline. Brunson over to Towns. Towns to OG Anunoby. Slips up and under. Nice move by Anunoby and the basket. 10 points for OG Anunoby in this game. 12-11 T-Wolves. All right, Wolves with the ball. Alexander Walker with the ball over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards with a 3-point shot, and no good. There's a foul on the floor. There's a foul on Bridges, and we have a timeout on the floor. The score, T-Wolves 12, Knicks 11. Yeah, thanks for everybody tapping in. We got 40 people in here, man. Please hit that like button, man. It costs you nothing. Hit that subscribe button. Also share, man, on all social media platforms. The Big Blue Crew Sports Network, as well as the Man-Cave podcast, man. Thanks for watching for Twitter, YouTube, tuning into this live stream of the Knicks versus Timberwolves preseason game from Madison Square Garden. You know, Karl Anthony Towns gets to play against his old team. You know, Dante DiVincenzo facing his old teammates, the New York Knicks. Julius Randle is still recovering from his shoulder surgery and stuff like that. So he's not going to play tonight, you know, but he is in the building, you know, so it's going to be a very great game. Like I said, when we see Minnesota in the regular season, Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo will get their tributes, you know what I'm saying, when they return to the Garden in the regular season. So far, both teams coming out good, making baskets, making shots. Like I said, Karl Anthony Towns is struggling right now. There's 3-point shooting. Might have to just come inside, you know, for his 2-point shots and get those shots going and try to draw some fouls and stuff like that. Try to get into a rhythm. So far, let me look at some of the stats from this game. Rudy Gobert with 2 points. Dante DiVincenzo with 6. Anthony Edwards with 4 points. For the New York Knicks, OG Anunoby has 10 of the Knicks' 11 points. Brunson has 1 point. So that's the scoring right there. OG Anunoby with 10 of the Knicks' 11 points. Brunson with 1. And like I said, 12-11 Timberwolves. 6:18 left to go, first quarter from Madison Square Garden. So if there's any Wolves fans in here, man, you can join the chat, man. Talk your talk, man. Let me know how you feel about your team this season, how you feel about the trade. You know, like I said, also playing in the Western Conference is going to be it's going to be a battle in the Western Conference like it's going to be in the Eastern Conference. It's going to be a battle too. You know, a lot of good teams, and a lot of teams helped themselves this year in the offseason, strengthen their team, got some good players. during the timeout, doing a tribute to Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, showing some old highlights of them in the playoffs last year and last season. All right, Wolves with the ball. Anthony Edwards over to Dante DiVincenzo with a shot, and it's up and in. And the foul. 14-11 Wolves. Dante DiVincenzo is going to the free throw line, and his shot is up. And it's good. 15-11 Wolves up. So great start for Dante DiVincenzo. Yeah, it's 9 in this game. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball crosses the timeline. Over to Anunoby, over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart back to Anunoby for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. And here he comes over the timeline, over to Naz Reid. Reid around a Gobert screen and throws to Anthony Edwards for a three-point shot. Over to Nickeil Alexander, in the corner. He misses. Rebound by OG Anunoby. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns looking around, finds Brunson. Brunson in the lane, gets fouled. Foul is on Anthony Edwards. So Brunson will be at the free throw line, shooting 2. And Brunson's first free throw is no good. And he's on line for one more. His second free throw is up, and it's good. So it's 15-12. T-Wolves over the Knicks. All right. Wolves with the ball. Over to DiVincenzo's bringing the ball up. DiVincenzo over to Naz Reid. Reid with a three-point shot, no good. Rebound by Karl Anthony Towns over to Josh Hart. Hart over the half-court line. Hart looking around over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns looking around. Bad pass, errant pass. Here comes the Wolves. Dante DiVincenzo to Naz Reid for the shot, and it's good. Layup, 17-12 Wolves. Knicks come right back. Mikal Bridges in the corner for a three-point shot. No good. Rebound by OG Anunoby. Over to Mikal Bridges for the shot. Up, and it's good. 17-14 Wolves. All right, Anthony Edwards with the ball. Edwards around a Gobert screen over to Naz Reid. Dante DiVincenzo for the three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Gobert. And the ball is turned over, and here comes the Knicks. Mikal Bridges with the ball in the corner to OG Anunoby for a three-point shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Reid. Naz Reid and the Timberwolves come down over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards around a Gobert screen for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded Karl Anthony Towns. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson down the lane, and he gets fouled. So Brunson will be at the free throw line as the Knicks are in the bonus. Leif, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? Checking in. It's all good, bro. Thanks for tapping in, bro. Yeah, Brunson's first free throw is up, and it's good. 17-15. Yeah, Leif, I saw you guys. A nice win over there by the Packers, man, over the Cardinals, 34-13. All right. Brunson's second free throw is up, and it's good. 17-16 Wolves. All right. Gobert inbounds to Edwards. Edwards across the line around the Gobert screen, double screen. Edwards pass to Gobert, turnover. Carl Anthony Towns with the ball over to Brunson. Brunson looking over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges down the lane with the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Brunson. Brunson looking around to Mikal Bridges for a three-point shot. No good. Here comes the Wolves. Anthony Edwards with the ball. And he throws in the corner Nickeil Alexander-Walker for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Knicks, but the ball's deflected over to the Wolves. Anthony Edwards with the ball over to Rudy Gobert. Anthony Edwards looking and out of bounds off the Knicks. 3:21 left to go. Early, first quarter, 17-16 Wolves. And a timeout on the floor. Yo, Leaf, he gonna be a super cat. He's a super cat. All right, he gonna be a super cat. He's a Knick now. He gonna be a super cat. Yeah, Jordan Love came back to play last week, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, Love coming back throwing his touchdowns, man. Doing his thing, bro. Yeah, it was a great win. Let's see, Kyler Murray. I mean, only put up 13. I know Marvin Harrison left the game with a concussion and stuff like that, but a lot of good games in football today, man. A lot of good games. Ravens, Commanders was a great game. Cowboys playing right now. I think they getting then they still getting beat up by the Lions and stuff like that, man. Let me see what that score is. Checking in some scores. The NFL. Denver up 20. Chargers up 23-7 over the Broncos. Fourth quarter, 10 minutes left to go in that game. Also, 9:25 left to go in the Pittsburgh Raiders Las Vegas game. Pittsburgh up 22-7, and that's in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes left to go. And also, Cowboys and the Lions. Lions up 34-6, early third quarter in that game over the Cowboys, and also the Atlanta Falcons up 25-17 over the Carolina Panthers. 4:52 left to go in the third quarter in that game. But man, the Cowboys are getting stomped at home, 34-6. Damn. Who that? You know what I'm saying? They still them boys. Yeah, so like I said, it's timeout, 3:21 left to go first quarter. Knicks down 17-16 to the T-Wolves. He said he came back like he was about to lose his job to Malik Willis. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Love said, hey, I was supposed to be out about 4 to 6 weeks. I'm coming back after 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? He said he got healed up fast. He'll up fast, but hey, it's one thing. Hey, he come back and he's producing. Or it'd be different if he wasn't producing and stinking up the joint. But hey, he producing, so he can keep riding it. He can keep riding that wave, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's producing, crazy work. He put in some crazy work though. 4 touchdowns today. He put some touchdowns in the other game too. Hey, he getting them things, man. He getting them touchdowns. He ain't selling for field goals. But I know Dallas fans, Cowboys fans right now pissed off. They team losing 34-6 at home. They getting stomped at home by the Lions. All right, back to live action. DiVincenzo inbounds, and it's deflected again by Josh Hart. It's only 2 seconds on the shot clock. All right, DiVincenzo inbounding the ball. In the corner to, what is that? Who is that? Okay, number 6. All right, shots missed, rebounded by the Knicks. Brunson with the ball, looking. So on the ball, looking for somebody. And the ball is stolen by Alexander Walker. And he puts it in 19-16. Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball Anunoby over to Brunson. Brunson down the lane and lays it up and in. 19-18. Here comes the Wolves. DiVincenzo over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards with Josh Hart on him. Edwards in the lane. Throws a shot up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Knicks. Josh Hart, and here comes the Knicks. Over to OG Anunoby. And he is fouled by Dante DiVincenzo. All right, Anunoby at the free throw line. His first free throw's up, and it's good. Game side 19 up. And Anthony Edwards will leave the game. So will Rudy Gobert. And in comes, what is this? Joe Ingles. Number 4 is coming. Also for the Knicks, Deuce McBride is in the game. And Anunoby's second free throw's up, and it's good. 2019 Knicks. All right. Ball is inbound into Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker over to Ingles. Ingles back to Walker. And it's stolen by Anunoby, and he's going in for a dunk. 22-19 Knicks. Good D by Anunoby. Wolves with the ball. Ingles over to Naz Reid. Naz Reid over in the corner, number 8. In the corner. He takes a shot over Karl-Anthony Towns. No good. Rebounded by Anunoby. Over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart with the ball looking over to Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns directing traffic. Towns in the lane, and he gets a dunk. 24-19 Knicks. A couple of turnovers and stuff like that, and also has led to this little run by the Knicks. All right. Ingles over to Naz Reid for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart throws to Karl-Anthony Towns. Gives it back out. And it's a back violation. Timberwolves ball. All right. Wolves with the ball over to Naz Reid. Naz Reid over Karl-Anthony Towns. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Josh Hart over to Karl-Anthony Towns. And he is fouled by Naz Reid. So Karl-Anthony Towns will be at the free throw line. Knicks up 24-19, 1:11 left to go first quarter. Oh, that's Rob Dillingham, number 4 on the T-Wolves is Dillingham. All right, Karl-Anthony Towns' first free throw's up, and it's good. 25-19 Knicks. And his second free throw is up, and it's also good. 26-19 Knicks, 7-point lead, 1:11 left to go, late first quarter. Leaf was good, man. Look, 46 people in here, man. Please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Share on all social media platforms. My man Leaf Diggy right there, part of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Go subscribe to his channel, man. It's going to give you Brooklyn Nets content, WNBA, Green Bay Packers, man. Go subscribe. Great content creator, man. If those are teams that you like, go subscribe to him, man. Great content creator. And the rest of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. All right, Paul is back. Wolves with the ball. Dillingham with the ball over to Naz Reid. Naz Reid looking for Ingles. Ingles in the corner. And the shot is no good, but he is fouled. Is fouled by Karl-Anthony Towns on a three-point shot in the corner. All right, his first free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw is no good. And Precious Achua will come in the game for Karl Anthony Towns, who will get a breather. And Minot's next free throw is up, and it's good, 26-21. All right, Knicks with the ball. Deuce brought over to Precious Achua, over to Deuce. Deuce dribbling the ball over. Deuce getting in the lane. Back to Cameron Payne. Payne to Achua. Achua looking for somebody. Is it Cameron Payne? For a three-point shot is up and is no good. Rebounded by Minot. Over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker over to Naz Reid. 25 seconds left to go in the game. Reid over to Alexander Walker. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Minot. Back out to Dillingham. 11 seconds left to go. Dillingham. I'm going to wait. Hold for the last shot. Over to Naz Reid for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Cameron Payne. And that's the end of the first quarter. And in the first quarter, Knicks up 26-21, leading after one. 5-point Knicks lead. First quarter scores was Dante DiVincenzo with 9 points for the Wolves. And OG Anunoby had a big first quarter for the Knicks, 14 points. So after one from Madison Square Garden, Knicks up 26-21 over the T-Wolves. Let's go back and look at some scores. NFL games. Chargers still up over the Broncos 23-7. Pittsburgh scored another touchdown, now up 29-7 over the Raiders. And looked like the Cowboys got a field goal. They still trail 34-9 over the Lions, into the Lions. Also, 14 seconds left to go, third quarter. Falcons up 25-20. It looked like Carolina got a field goal, and the Falcons got a field goal. So it's 28-20 right now. Falcons up 8. Going to be end of the third quarter. Night game will be the New York Giants against the Cincinnati Bengals from MetLife Stadium. 8:20 game tonight. And then tomorrow, Monday night's game will be the Bills at the New York Jets. Tomorrow, Monday Night Football. So, great first quarter for the Knicks. Like I said, Knicks got the lead in the first quarter. Look at some stats in this game. First quarter, Naz Reid with 2, Minot with 2, Alexander Walker with 2. These are people like on the court. You do the whole box score. Jalen McDaniels, no points. Rudy Gobert with 2 points. Naz Reid with 2 points and 5 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo with the high score with 9 points. Anthony Edwards with 4. And for the Knicks, scores, Mikal Bridges with 2. OG Anunoby had the big first quarter with 14 points. Karl Anthony Towns with 4 points. Jalen Brunson with 6. And Josh Hart has yet to score. And also from the bench, no scoring from the bench yet. But like I said, overall, solid first quarter for the Knicks, up 26-21, in this game. Still a lot of ball left to be played, but good start. We'll see how they continue on. Yeah, you just saw that Liberty score. They wasn't playing. Yeah, yo, you know what? With the Liberty, the Liberties is up by like 16 points early in the second quarter, man. Actually, the Lynx came back and was only down by 2 points in the third and the fourth quarter, man. So they really had it was like the last minutes of the fourth quarter where they kind of stretched their lead out, but they almost lost that game again, man. They was up again. They was up big early on and they lost the lead, but they was able to hold on this time. The first game, they was up 18 points in that game and they lost the game. They ended up losing the game going into overtime. And Breonna Stewart could have iced the game with them 2 free throws at the end in that first game, and she didn't. Left the door open, send the game in overtime, and that's where the Liberties lost. But yeah, so the Liberties, they could easily be down 0-2 in this game, or they could be up 2-0 in this series. So they got to tighten up, man, because, this is a best of 5. So they go to Minnesota for the next 2 games. It's going to be a tough place to play. So they're gonna have to really bring their A game to beat to take one from the Lynx or to win both there. All right, back to live action, second quarter. All right, Wolves with the ball. Ingles over to Gobert. Gobert around the screen. Back to Ingles, and there's an offensive foul, so it'll be Knicks ball. Iman Perry, thanks for tapping in, bro. All right, Knicks with the ball, and Cameron Payne. What? It looked like it's going to be a foul on the Wolves. So Shamet will inbound the ball. Knicks up 5-26-21. Shamet over to Cameron Payne. Payne bring the ball up over to Deuce McBride. In the game for the Knicks is Deuce McBride, Jericho Sims, Precious Achiuwa. McBride with a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Dillingham. And here comes the Wolves. It'll be Dillingham, McDaniels, Gobert, Ingles, and Minot. And there's a foul. Wolves with the ball, foul on the Knicks. It look like fouls on Cameron Payne. All right, Ingles inbound the ball. Ingles to Gobert. Gobert to Dillingham. Dillingham around a Gobert screen. The ball is tipped. Dillingham gets it back over to Gobert. Over to Minot with the shot. Up, and it's good. 26-23 Knicks. Here comes the Knicks. Cameron Payne bringing the ball up. Calling out a play. Over to Deuce McBride. McBride looking. And looked like it's a foul on the Wolves. Probably on Ingles. All right. Cameron Payne. Over to Precious Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa over to McBride. McBride around the screen. McBride and over Gobert. Up and no good. Rebounded by Ingles. Here comes the Wolves over to Dillingham. Dillingham in the lane, and he gets fouled. Is it going to be Cameron Payne? All right. Wolves inbound the ball. Ingles inbound to Gobert. Gobert over to Dillingham. Dillingham around the Gobert screen with the shot up, and it's good. Here comes the next. Jericho Sims to Deuce McBride. McBride over to Cameron Payne. Payne around the Jericho Sims screen over to McBride to Shamet for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Wolves, and here comes the Wolves. McDaniels with the ball in the lane, in the corner to Ingles for a three-point shot. Air ball. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa, and he's fouled. Loose ball foul on Minot. All right. 26-25 Knicks, 1 point lead, 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Cameron Payne with the ball across the timeline, over to Deuce McBride, back to Payne. Payne and over to Precious Achiuwa. Oh, man, he stumbled. It should have been a layup or a dunk. And the ball is deflected, and it will be Knick ball. The floor must be slippery because guys keep slipping on that floor. Could have been from the hockey game, I guess, the night before when the Rangers play there too. So could be some condensation from the floor. And players are slipping on the floor here at the Garden. You know, like I said, Knicks inbound the ball. Shaman over to Jericho Sims. Sims to Cameron Payne. Around a Jericho Sims pick. Cam Payne with the jump shot. No good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Here comes McDaniels with the Wolves. McDaniels over to Gobert. Gobert to McDaniels. McDaniels looking, finds Ingles. Ingles looking for a pick from Gobert. Ingles to Gobert. And his shot is blocked by Jericho Sims, and another shot is no good. Here comes the Knicks. Deuce McBride over to Precious Achiuwa, and he loses the ball. All right, sloppy. So Knicks got to get better with the ball. Got to be more careful, man. All right, Wolves with the ball. Dillingham over to McDaniels. McDaniels looked like he walked. No call. Shot is up and is no good. Rebounded by Jericho Sims over to Deuce McBride. Deuce looking for a cutter over to Shaman for a wide open 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Ingles with the ball and bringing it up across the timeline, across half court. Ingles around the Gobert screen over to Dillingham. And it's a tied up jump ball. Shaman and Dillingham will do a jump ball. All right, look like Dante DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards will be returning, replace him and not, and possibly Dillingham. Nope, Dillingham is still in there. So waiting for DiVincenzo's waiting on Dillingham so he can enter the game for him. Rebound, jump ball won by the Knicks. McBride with the ball. Around a Jericho Sims pick, McBride with the shot, and it's blocked, but it's a foul. So Deuce McBride will be at the free throw line. All right. So Deuce's first free throw is up, and it's good. 27-25 Knicks. So far, both teams been cold in the second quarter. 8:25 left to go in the second quarter. So not too much scoring going on in this first 3.5 minutes of the second quarter. And McBride's next free throw, his second free throw is up, and it's also good. 28-25 Knicks. All right, T-Wolves with the ball. Gobert over to Dillingham. Dillingham across over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards around the ring. Edwards over to Ingles, over to Dante DiVincenzo with a little floater over to Gobert for the alley-oop. Good. 28-27. Here comes the Knicks. Payne with the ball. Payne to Shamet. Shamet back to Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne with a shot up, and it's good. 30-27. Knicks. Here comes the T-Wolves. The Dillingham. Dillingham over to Gobert. Back to Dillingham. Dillingham with Cameron Payne on him. Dillingham down the lane. Shoots. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa ahead. Over to Deuce McBride. McBride around a screen. McBride kicks out to Cameron Payne for a 3-point shot. Good. 33-27 Knicks. Finally, he's starting to hit some 3-point shots. DiVincenzo with the ball across the line over to Gobert. Gobert to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's looking back to Gobert. DiVincenzo down the lane over to Joe Ingles for a 3. His 3-point shot is good. 33-30. Teams are starting to make some 3-point shots now. Knicks with the ball. Cameron Payne over to Deuce McBride. McBride in the lane over to Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa circling around over to Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne over to Shaman in the corner for a shot. No good. Rebounded by the T-Wolves. Here they come. Dante DiVincenzo over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards, and the ball is stolen. Has the ball stolen by Larry Shamet, who lays it in. 35-30 Knicks. All right. Edwards inbounds to Dillingham around a Gobert pick. Back to Gobert. Gobert out to Dante DiVincenzo. With the floater is up, no good. Rebounded by Gobert, and there's a foul on the floor. I think DiVincenzo got the foul on the floor. And it's a timeout on the floor. Knicks up 35-30. And when we come back, DiVincenzo will be going through the free throw line. 35-30, 6:17 left to go in the second quarter. Low scoring game so far. Knicks up by 5. Yeah, so far, close game, great game so far. Let me look back at some. Still keeping up with the NFL scores, man. Look like the Broncos got a touchdown. It's 23-13 now to the Chargers. And also, look like Vegas got a touchdown. 29-13. Pittsburgh over Vegas. 4:07 left to go in the fourth quarter. And 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. Lions up 37-9 over the Cowboys. And also 10:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. Falcons up 28-20 over the Carolina Panthers. So far, like I said, so far a great game, man. Like I said, both teams have had a cold shooting spell now. It's like I said, it's starting to heat up a little bit, so that's good. But like I said, it's still a low scoring game. Timberwolves and the Knicks from the Garden. Like I said, long day of football, man. NFL football games. Sunday's always a great game for football. Got to bring in some basketball a little bit here and there. Like I said, NBA season is starting up, man. This is preseason, which is cool. Like I said, which got next week or the 22nd, 23rd. That's when NBA season gets underway. Opening night, Knicks in Boston. Open up against the Celtics for the ring ceremony. But like I said, so far so good, man. Football was wilder today, man. Said Bears dominate the Jaguars this morning. And yeah, the Commanders and the Ravens, great game, man. Great game. And like I said, Cowboys right now playing the Lions and stuff like that in Dallas. The night game would be the Giants and the Bengals from MetLife Stadium. And also, while I'm at it, man, a special shout out to to Florida, man. Hurricane Milton, man. Like I said, went through there and stuff like that. Yeah, if you have family there, man, I hope everybody's safe and things like that. So just check on your family members and things like that. A nephew in there, he told me he's good and stuff like that in the St. Petersburg, Tampa area and stuff like that, man. So Florida, like I said, they didn't need that after Hurricane Helene went through there, and then Milton came right behind it. Hopefully, some other hurricanes, you know, cool off on the hurricanes. All right, so back to action. Go Bears at the free throw line. Makes his first free throw and his second, 35-32 Knicks. Back into the game is Brunson and Anunoby with Karl Anthony Towns, Cameron Payne, and Anunoby's shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo over to Anthony Edwards for a three. That's in. And we're all tied up at 35. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson with the ball. Guarded by Edwards, and he loses the ball to Rudy Gobert. Gobert over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo over to Anthony Edwards for another corner three. Got it. Timeout Knicks. So Anthony Edwards, two back-to-back three-point shots, and the Wolves back in front by 3. 38-35, 5:40 left to go. Second quarter. Like I said, if this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share on all social media platforms to the Man Cave podcast. And also the link is in the chat for the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Make sure you go subscribe. Our centralized location for everything, for all our contents: basketball, baseball, boxing, football, wrestling, and soccer coming soon, as well as MMA and UFC. And also, like I said, go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network: Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Wales to New Jersey, Miz in the Midday, Zion Zenith, Mac the Giants fan, Mets 21-28, Leaf Diggy, Classified 3F with Joel, and my channel, The Man Cave Podcast, as well as many, many more from the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Like I said, just hit the like button, man. It's free, cost you free, nothing. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, cost you nothing, man. Just hit them button, like and subscribe and share, so that way, and also hit the notification bell, man, so that way you know when we come on all the times, with content. All right, we're in a quick timeout right now. Wolves up 38-35, two back-to-back. Anthony Edwards' three-point shot got the Wolves back in front of the Knicks 38-35, 5:40 left to go, second quarter. And also the Big Blue Crew Sports Network also streaming right now. There's doing the Lions and the Cowboys game right now on the network as we speak. And it's still early fourth quarter now. Lions up 37-9. They're at the Cowboys 15. And it looked like they just got a field goal on there, so it's 40-9. Lions up 40-9 over the Cowboys, early fourth quarter. All right, so far, like I said, this game, very competitive game, like I said, which I knew it was going to be a competitive game. It's a preseason game, but like I said, this is for the Knicks. On the Knicks part, this is for us to get our chemistry together, you know what I'm saying, with the new players, with Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns. We got about two more preseason games, one with the Hornets and the other one with the Wizards, be the last two preseason games before the opening night against the Celtics in Boston on October 22nd or 23rd. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson inbounds. Inbounded to Brunson over the timeline. Knicks have gone on like a little drought right now. Brunson around the screen, around Karl Anthony Towns, shoots a three, no good, rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns, shot, no good, rebounded by Minot, over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards with another three-point shot, and it's good. 3 in a row for Anthony Edwards. Man, he's knocking them down, 41-35, Knicks. Anthony Edwards guarding Brunson. Brunson in the lane, lays it up and in, 41-37. Here comes the Wolves over to Anthony Edwards. It's a 4-point Wolves lead. Anthony Edwards with the ball. He's been the hot man right now. Just hit his last three-point shots. And he shoots, he gets in the lane over to Naz Reid. Naz Reid's three-point shot is good. 44-37, and the Wolves are knocking down threes now. 7-point Wolves lead. Mikal Bridges with the ball, with Dante DiVincenzo around a Karl Anthony Towns screen over to Brunson. Brunson in the lane, up and no good. Rebounded by Naz Reid. Reid over to Anthony Edwards, to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Back to Minot, over to Anthony Edwards. Another three, and it's good. He is on fire, 47-37. Anthony Edwards, 4 3-point shots within the last 2 minutes of this game. All right, Knicks with the ball. OG Anunoby and over to Mikal, but Mikal is foul. But, man, Anthony Edwards is heating up in the second quarter from three. He's 4 for 4 from three-point range. All right, right, so Cal Bridges will be at the free throw line. Knicks are in the bonus. Cal's first free throw is up, and it's good. 47-38. Oh, sorry, his free throw is no good. And his second free throw is good. 47-38. Wolves with the ball. Edwards over to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Another three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Brunson. Lane. Over to Josh Hart. Over to Karl Anthony Towns. Over to Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Here come the Wolves. Nickeil Alexander across the timeline. In the lane. The shot is up and it's good. 49-38. All right. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson with the ball. Brunson up by 3-point line. Brunson in the lane. And he gets tripped and he'll be at the free throw line. So Brunson to the free throw line. His first free throw is up. And it's good. Up next after this game be Suns at Nuggets. Phoenix Suns will be playing the Denver Nuggets in Denver. All right, Brunson's second free throw is up, and it's also good. All right, rolls with the ball inbound. Nickeil Alexander-Walker from down to DiVincenzo over the timeline. Over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards to Nasri for another three. No good. Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns over to OG Anunoby to Josh Hart to Mikal Bridges streaking up, and he gets a dunk. 49-42. Great look up ahead for Josh Hart by Mikal Bridges streaking down the line. Wolves with the ball. Anthony Edwards directing traffic at the top of the key. Edwards around on Nas Reed screen. Nas down the lane. No good, and he's fouled. All right, Nas Reed's first free throw is up, and it's good. Substitution for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert checks back in. Nas Reed, 2023-2024 NBA Sixth Man of the Year recipient last season. All right. Nas' second free throw. Nas Reed's second free throw is up, and it's good. 51-42 Wolves. Nas Reed, the local kid from Asbury Park, New Jersey. All right, Knicks inbound the ball. OG Anunoby over to Brunson. 2:39 left to go, second quarter. Brunson is fouled. And he'll be at the free throw line. Brunson's first free throw is up, and it's good. 51-43 Wolves. The Wolves will make some more substitution. Nas Reed will take a seat. And Brunson's second free throw's up, and it's good. 51-44 Wolves. All right. Gobert end them over to Edwards. Edwards down the lane. Over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Minop. Back up and good. 53-44. Knicks with the ball. Brunson over to Hart. Hart over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns back to Hart. Around the screen. Hart back to Karl Anthony Towns for his three-point shot. Finally. 53-47 Wolves. All right, here comes the Wolves. DiVincenzo around over to Alexander Walker. Three-point shot to DiVincenzo. Back to DiVincenzo. Corner shot. No good. Rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Bridges down the lane over to OG Anunoby for his three-point shot. It's up and it's good. 53-50. And the Wolves wanted an offensive foul, but no call. Here comes the Wolves. Anthony Edwards. Around the screen from Rudy Gobert back to Rudy Gobert over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker to Minot in the corner to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with a shot is up, and it's good. 55-50. Good tough shot by Dante DiVincenzo. 5-point Wolves lead. 1:16 left to go first quarter. All right, I want to thank everybody from tuning in, man, from YouTube and Twitter, from watching this live stream, live watch along Knicks versus Timberwolves. Please hit that like button, like and subscribe button, share on all social media platforms. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson with a shot. Back to Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson lane to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns up and in. 55-52. All right, here comes the Wolves. Anthony Edwards. Edwards on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. His shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns over to Josh Hart. Hart over to Jalen Brunson. A step-in three-point shot. Good. 55 all. And we're tied. 36 seconds left to go. Wolves with the ball. DiVincenzo over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards around the screen. The shot is up, and it's good. 57-55 Wolves. 28 seconds left to go. Knicks with the ball. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson making a shot clock down. 13 seconds. Brunson making his move to the basket. Gets to the lane. Shot is up to Anunoby. And it's a shot clock violation. He should have shot the ball. Got to shoot the ball. 3.5, 4 seconds left to go. There's 4 seconds left to go. Wolves with the ball. And they call a timeout. You get some NBA's NFL scores that went finals. Pittsburgh beat the Raiders 32-13. Chargers beat the Denver Broncos 23-16 in the late games. Falcons are up 35-20 over the Carolina Panthers in the fourth quarter. 4:09 left to go. And also in the fourth quarter, early fourth quarter, 13-12 left to go. Detroit's up 47-9 over the Cowboys in Dallas. All right, 4 seconds left to go. Leading scorers, Anthony Edwards with 18, Dante DiVincenzo with 11, OG Anunoby with 17, Brunson with 15, and Karl Anthony Towns with 9 points. All right, 4 seconds left to go. The Wolves get the ball, inbound it. Ingles inbounds the ball to Anthony Edwards over the timeline. Edwards with the shot is up, and it's no good. And we're at halftime. Halftime score 57-55. Timberwolves over the Knicks at the half from Madison Square Garden. Thank you guys for watching, man, on YouTube and Twitter, man. Streaming this game live, watch along Knicks versus Timberwolves on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, as well as the Man-Cave podcast. Please hit that like and subscribe button and share on all social media platforms, man. You know, it's great for the channel, grows the algorithm and stuff like that. So let's keep them. Let's grow these channels, man. Yo, RC, what's good, bro? Yeah, I know you've been watching this game. I'm gonna give you some stats from this the game. So the halftime, so it's 57-55. Let me see the scoring for the Wolves. Halftime, Jalen McDaniels, 0 points. Rudy Gobert, 6 points and 6 rebounds. Naz Reid, 7 points and 6 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo, 11 points. Anthony Edwards, the high man, with 18 points. At one point, he had 4 3-pointers in a row. So Anthony Edwards off the bench. Jay Minot with 6 points. Ingles with 3. Nickeil Alexander with 4. And Dillingham with 2. For the Knicks, Mikal Bridges had 5 points. OG Anunoby leading the Knicks with 17 points. Karl Anthony Towns with 9 points and 8 boards. Jalen Brunson, 15 points. Josh Hart has not scored yet. Off the bench, only scoring off the bench is Cameron Payne with 5, Deuce McBride with 2, and Larry Shamet with 2 points off the bench. Once again, halftime score. Wolves up 57-55. And this halftime show is brought to you by the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. And I will play the Big Blue Crew Sports Network halftime sponsor.
Welcome to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
Yeah, like I said, we are on halftime right now. It is 57-55. Wolves up on the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Very, very close game. Like I said, it's going to be a competitive game. You know, so it's an NBA preseason game. Like I said, NBA season will start within another week and a half. It'll be the opening night, man. So, hey, this is the best time of year for sports, man. Everything is back. You know, college football, NFL, NBA's come back. College basketball is right around the corner. It'll be back too. So, hey, man, hockey just started. Baseball's the playoff is going on right now, man. New York is, man, we got the Liberties playing for a championship right now against the Minnesota Lynx. Then you got the New York Yankees and the New York Mets who are playing in their divisional championships, you know what I'm saying, for the winner to meet for the World Series. Hopefully it's a Subway Series, man. We pulling for that in New York, you know, for the Yankees against the Guardians, and also for the Mets, you know, they can upset the Dodgers and make that Subway Series happen. It'll be great for the city of New York, man. If that happens, it's going to guarantee that New York will get a World Series. If both teams make it to the Subway Series, don't matter who wins, New York will get a championship. As far as that, like I said, hopefully, like I said, the Liberties can bring home the basketball championship, you know, and then also one of the baseball teams. And then, like I said, the Knicks season, man. Knicks fans were excited about this season. Like I said, man, we have a chance, you know, at an NBA championship too. The Knicks could gel injuries and stuff like that, stay healthy. Hey, man, you never know what's going to happen, man. Yep, the Giants tonight, man. Yeah, Giants game is at 8:20, man, playing against the Bengals, you know, against Joe Cool. And you know, so, hey, man, New York, man, this is a great night on sports for New York fans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in a New York state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, it's lovely, man. It's like, hey, everywhere, man. basketball, football, you know, baseball is happening right now, man. Only thing we gotta do, hey, we gotta win. We gotta bring one of them home. You know what I'm saying? If the Liberties can do it, that'll be great. And if the Nets or the Yankees can do it, that'll be even better. You know what I'm saying? So just cross our fingers and hopefully, like I said, something like that happens, man. Wishing for that Subway Series, man. But first things first, we got to take care of business. Both teams have to take care of business before that. You know, Cleveland is going to be a tough series for the Yankees, as well as the Dodgers going to be a tough series for the Mets. You know, so hey, like I said, we'll just keep that in the back of our mind. But right now, like I said, they got to take care of the teams in front of them. The Mets actually play tonight. Let me see. I think the Mets play at 8:00, and let me make sure. Mets play. Yep, Mets play at 8:15 tonight against the Dodgers in LA, man. So, yeah, man, Mets will be on at the same time the Giants and the Bengals game will be on. So, we'll be looking at that. We'll be looking at the scoreboards and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep a close eye on it. I'm Yankees all the way, bro. I'm Yankees all the way. Yankees, Knicks, Rangers, Giants. You know those teams. Yankees, Knicks, Rangers, Giants, always. You know, like I said, the other team, the Mets, the Jets, the Nets, you know what I'm saying? Great too, you know what I'm saying, for New York and stuff like that. They New York team, so I'll celebrate them too. They win, you know what I'm saying? But it means more to me if those like I said, the flagship, you know what I'm saying, like the Giants, the Yankees, the Knicks, and the Rangers. But we support all teams, man. Hey, during the playoffs and all stuff, and like we support our teams. It's great for the city. No matter who wins, it's great for the city and the area as well. Because even though it's like in New York, but it's the tri-state area: New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Yeah, the Mets. Yeah, the Mets of all of them, the Mets kind of shocked me the most, man. They were a wild card team. They wasn't even supposed to be here. They wasn't even supposed to be here, man. You know. Yeah. So the Islanders, yeah, I'm more of a Rangers, you know what I'm saying, Rangers fan. Islanders are good too, you know what I'm saying? I like the Islanders, but more of a Rangers, and also, you know, the New Jersey Devils, they close by too. So, you know, if they win it's great for the metro area, you know, like I said, New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey, if the Devils win, you know, and things like that, you know, they right there too. So we pull for the Devils too. But man, the Mets, like I said, I didn't expect the Mets to even be here, man. I mean, this season, the way it looked like, you know what I'm saying, last year was the season when they got all these shiny toys and vets and all this stuff, and they were supposed to do it, and it didn't happen. They blew the team up, and I'm thinking they in rebuild mode, and lo and behold, here come these guys, man. They just keep going and keep going and keep going, and then they got into the wild card, and they got into the playoffs, and they eliminated the Phillies, one of the top teams to win the World Series. They took care of the Phillies real quick. And now they up against the Dodgers. If they beat the Dodgers, oh my God, that'd be two tough teams. Their path is extremely hard. And like I said, they're doing it so far. They're doing it, man. They are doing it. Yeah, yeah. This one is close, man. But like I said, it's been a day of football all day, man. Like I said, I'm going back and look at the score. You know, the Falcons got another field goal up, 38-20 over the Panthers now. And Lions still beating the Cowboys 47-9. You know, so yeah, RC, I know you watching this. You're a Timberwolves fan and stuff like that, man. So, yo, great game. Great game. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Like, we rarely don't even play the Timberwolves during the preseason because, you know, preseason games, they mostly do like the local teams, you know what I'm saying, to play each other and stuff like that. So when they had the Timberwolves, I was like, what? Then we made the trade, you know, with Karl Anthony Towns, like, and it was just so happens like Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo back to the Garden already. Said the Cowboys embarrassing me. Yeah, they getting punked at home, man. Hey, I don't think they have no Michael Parsons, no Demarcus Lawrence and stuff like that. But the Dak and the offense can put up some points, man. They only got 9 points. Man, look like the Lions in Cowboys territory again. Man, yo, Vince Carter inducted into the Hall of Fame, man. Yo, as a Duke fan, it kind of pains me to say, but Vince Carter, yo, to me, the greatest dunker of all time, in-game dunker of all time. I know Michael Jordan is good, but Vince Carter, his dunks are legendary, man. His dunks are legendary, man. Legendary dunks. You know what I'm saying? He got iconic. Vince Carter got iconic dunks. I mean, they just showing all these dunks. It didn't even matter. Centers, big man, whoever, it didn't even matter. I mean, when he went up to jump, it's like, dudes, yo, don't even jump. Don't even jump because you're gonna get posterized. And that's what was happening. Posterized. He wonder if the Jags and Cowboys can get refunds on Dak and Trevor. Nah, but the thing about it, they both had a chance to, like, to not even do it. And Dak just got his deal like what, about a month ago or something like that, or whatever it was. Trevor had got his deal too, but hey, that's what you got. You got to make your bed. You got to lie in it. When you make your bed, you lie in it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dead money. Yeah, man. Like I said, if there's any, like, saying Timberwolves, Knicks fans, man, come here. I know, like I said, RC, you're a Timberwolves fan, man. You like how you feel about your team this year? You know what I'm saying? As far as the Timberwolves with with Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, DiVincenzo gives y'all another dimension, that shooting, man. You know what I'm saying? Shooting from that backcourt position and stuff like that. He ain't afraid to pull the trigger either. He gonna pull it. If he open, he pulling that trigger. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't even gotta worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Yep, 47-9 is a torture party. Yeah. Is Dak still? I'm not even watching. Is Dak still in there, or they don't put the back of it? Is it Trey in there? Trey Lance. I forgot about Mike Conley. Who's the backcourt? Is it Conley and Edwards, or is Conley and? Let me see. I think it is Conley and Edwards. But either way, Dante DiVincenzo, man, if he comes off the bench, he's still gonna, you know what I'm saying, he's still gonna be one of those like scores and stuff, or he might be starting. So it depends on who's in the backcourt, man, because it's gonna be Gobert's gonna start. You know what I'm saying? He say, he said he ain't watching it no more either. Like, yeah. Let me see. I can see if they pull Dak out right now. Let me see. Yep, Dak's been pulled. So is Cooper Rush in there. Cooper Rush is the quarterback right now for the Cowboys, and it looks like for the Lions, Hendon Hooker came in for Jared Goff. So both quarterbacks are sitting down now and stuff like that. So Cooper Rush and Hendon Hooker is finishing out the game. Yeah, I can believe that, man. Yeah, like I said, all the top teams in the NBA, man, I could see 50 wins. You really ain't gonna see a 60-win team, man, because of the parity and stuff like that. It ain't gonna be a lot of cakewalks in the NBA this season. So a lot of these teams gonna be beating up on each other, the good teams and stuff like that. So when you see a 60 win, that means they got a lot of weak cupcakes in that conference or whatever, So yeah, no, and like I said, that should be good enough in the West because, like I said, a lot of teams is going to be around that 50-win plateau, 50, 51. Because, like I said, if you got more teams that's more competitive, that's going to be some more losses. It ain't going to be like where it's going to be easy cakewalk and teams winning like 60, 62 games and something like that. Nah, they ain't. And if it happens, it's going to be one thing. Ain't going to be like a couple of teams. But when it gets very competitive, you're going to have to get more losses and stuff like that. So you know how it go. Every night is going to be a brutal night. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to bring your A game every night. All right. Look like the start of the third quarter is back. To 44 games next season. The finals will be at best. Yep, that's what I heard too for the WNBA. That's good because they also going to add another team, so that'll be good. All right, second half, Wolves with the ball. Dante DiVincenzo, first shot, comes in and lays it in. 59-55 Wolves. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball. Brunson looking for Mikal Bridges. Okay, OG and Anobi in the lane. Back out to Brunson. Wide open three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Naz Reid over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards still looking around the Gobert screen. Edwards with the three-point shot. Good. Man, Anthony Edwards been on fire tonight, boy. He been on fire. That's like his fifth three-point shot, man. 62-55 Wolves up by 7. So the Wolves have scored the first 5 points of the third quarter. All right, Knicks with the ball. Hart over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns over to Josh Hart. Hart over to Anunoby to Mikal Bridges. Brings it back for Karl Anthony Towns. 2 seconds. Towns going to have to shoot. Shoots, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Saves it to Karl Anthony Towns. Back to Josh Hart. And corner to Brunson. Brunson backing Anthony Edwards. Shoots, no good. Rebound to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns with a three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Towns. And he is fouled by Anthony Edwards. Like I said, man, thanks. Hawkeyes and RC, man. Hey, man, people, please go subscribe to RC Hawkeye and the Women's Hoops with RC, man. Great channel, man. Great content. Iowa Hawkeyes basketball, Minnesota Lynx, Las Vegas Aces. You know what I'm saying? Great content creator, man. Go over to his channel, man. Subscribe to his channel. A lot of women's basketball, NCAA and WNBA. Timeout on the floor. Knicks down 7. Thibodeau don't like what's going on, man. It's like, get out there, got to defend, got to get that ball in, and got to put that ball in the basket, man. All right, we are on timeout. Wolves up 62-55 over the Knicks. All right. 62-55 Wolves. So Wolves, Anthony Edwards is hot in this game for the Wolves from 3-point range, man. Been knocking them things down. All right, getting back to action. Talking to Julius Randle right now. All right, Wolves with the ball. DiVincenzo across the timeline over to Nas Reed. Reed back to DiVincenzo around a Gobert screen. DiVincenzo in the lane over to Anthony Edwards for another 3-point shot, and it's good. Man, 65-55. Anthony Edwards, man. He is on fire tonight from 3-point land. Timberwolves up 10 over the Knicks. On the ball, then the OG Anunoby in the lane over to Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Towns drives in and he gets fouled by Nas Reed. So Towns will be at the free throw line. And are they gonna take a look at it? The Wolves are challenging it. Good, bro.
Yeah, it was good with you, man.
Yeah, it was good, man. Good seeing you, man. Thanks for tapping in, bro. Watching
man,
this
no
Knicks
problem,
and the
bro.
Wolves. You know how it go.
Yeah, it was good though.
It's good, man. Hey, man. I was just like I said, I was watching Liberty's game earlier, man. I was getting pissed off again.
Make sure I got the sound. Make sure I got the sound all the way down. That way you don't get dang. Yeah, turn the sound down.
Yeah, what I was saying is like, man, watching that Liberty's game, man, I was like, man, not again, man. Here we go again with this same crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, they blowing the lead again. I'm like, come on, man. We should have won that first game.
Yeah, it should be up 2-0 right now. You should be in what they call the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, when you play the Lynx, man, you got to keep going because they're going to keep coming back. They're not going to just lay down. They're going to keep on coming, and that's what happened. I mean, no lead is safe with them guys.
Right.
You know, 18 points.
Right.
Today they was down 15, 6, and whatever they was, and they still came back, and they was right there. I said, oh, my God, man, this is – I don't know. It's always the third quarter because the Liberty having great first half, but then that third quarter, that's when they just get them.
Yeah, but y'all finished it out the right way. You know, and y'all had to have this game. Y'all made sure y'all took care of business. You know?
Yeah, this time
we did. Can't be going down 2-0. You can't be having that because then the finals will be over.
Right, but like I said, and it's still a tough sled because now we got to go to Minnesota for 2 games. I mean, those are going to be those games going to be brutal, man. Because you know, Minnesota going to be at home. They're going to be tough, man. It's like even if we get a lead, we got to keep going. We can't just look back, man. But hey, in Minnesota,
y'all just got to figure out how bad y'all want to win the championship. You know, that's all there is to it. You know?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Because I mean, that first game, I was like, Breanna Stewart, she's at the line. I'm like, yo, we're gonna ice this at the line. She's gonna hit both of these free throws. We're gonna win this game. And
right.
She only made 1 and sent the game into overtime. I was like, oh hell. I didn't want the game to go into overtime. I was like, hey, you got a chance to end the game with 0.8 seconds left to go. You end the game right there. It's like, this is how you get your stripes in New York, man. You know, under pressure, man. It's like, yo, can you do it under pressure? Can you deliver?
How she missed that free throw, that second free throw, and then that layup. That was crazy,
Bro,
man.
I know, man. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, come on, man. Yep, that layup. She could have hit that layup too. You know what I'm saying? Just hit it's like she just hit the glass hard on that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good game though. The first game was classic.
Yeah, I thought that was in the bag. I was sitting there, I was like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag. We got an 18-point lead. We got this in the bag. And then next thing you know, it's like the lead started chipping. I said, oh
Right.
Lord, this don't look good. They came all the way back, man. You got Nafisa Collier and what's the point guard name? Is it Courtney?
Courtney Williams.
Courtney Williams, man. She's with it, you know what I'm saying? As far as that's a dog right there, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's a dog right there. So they brought it, man. Hey, like I said, we are in the series now, man. All right. Carl Anthony Towns on the line. First free throws up and it's good. This game right here, the name of this game right here is Anthony Edwards. He's the one that's got the Wolves.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Then I had to step away. And I came back like, at halftime. He was doing his thing before I left and came back. He was doing his thing.
Oh, yeah, his second free throw was good, 65-57. Yeah, man. But like I said, Edwards is the guy who's he got the lightest touch in this game. Him and DiVincenzo from Tom, but Edwards is the one that got it going right now. So
I seen Cat take some silly shots too. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, Cat be taking his 3-point. That's what he be taking his 3-point shots. It's like, all right, Brunson in the lane, floater up and good, 65-59. But yeah, that's what Carl Anthony Towns is like. Yeah, I mean, we know he can shoot the 3-point shot, but it's like sometimes don't shoot it, just fake it and come inside like you did on that last drive to make them foul you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you're going to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
All right, Wolves with the ball. Edwards.
I think my one thing about preseason though is preseason for me. I don't know. I don't feel like it's something that I gotta see, so I just watch it a little bit just to get a taste for it. But it's like, man, I don't know how serious you take preseason. Though it's just
I mean, I don't really take preseason serious, but like for the Knicks in this instance, I just want to see them to build the chemistry up because I mean, this is the only thing that when you have new teammates and like guys like Carl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges, you got to get the chemistry down with these guys. So these 5 preseason games are important for the Knicks. Before the season starts, because this is when you want to training camp and also the preseason to get that chemistry and camaraderie with these guys, man. Know where these guys going to be at, and so that way, when the season start, you ain't going to be behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the starters never used to play this much, did they? I feel like
they play, but out of the 5 preseason games, they might play like 2 of them. Like it's going to be like real, like the like out of the 5. I mean, 3 of them not really. But I think for the Knicks, they just doing it because, like I said, they got to get these guys chemistry down packed, so they're gonna be playing these guys all the games.
Make sure they get their reps in and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna need it, man. They're gonna need it. Opening night is against the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? In Boston,
y'all playing the Celtics on opening night. I think we got the Lakers.
Yeah, we out there. We gonna be there for the ring ceremony. All right, Brunson's free throws are good, 65-61. But yeah, we'll be in there for the ring ceremony for the Celtics, and like I said, hopefully we could spoil their ring ceremony with a dub.
Yeah.
DiVincenzo down the lane. See, you're a Wolves fan, so you're getting to look at DiVincenzo. You ain't gonna see Randall right now.
I think what it is DiVincenzo. I think he out there because Conley he up there in age, so he probably ain't gonna play. Because it's the preseason. So that's probably why Dante started. Because I had asked you that question in the chat.
Yeah, man. Conley, like I said, Conley knows this thing, man. He don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I know he ain't hurt.
See, Brunson still doing work as usual,
Yeah. Hey, then Conley's house get burglarized? Because I think it was some people that house got burglarized.
For real? I ain't hear that one got away from me. I ain't hear nothing about it.
His house got burglarized, I think, while he was at preseason or it was something, or he was at a game. I forgot what it was. I don't know. It was the Vikings game. Yeah, it was at the Vikings game. Like Conley's at that Vikings game. That's how when his house got burglarized.
No, I ain't hear nothing about that one at all.
Yeah, maybe I think his house was one of 4 or 5. They were doing a string of robberies and stuff like that. Trying to get some valuables. Brunson with the and one. Free throw was up in his good 69-66 Wolves. Like I said, it's gonna be Wolves. Like I said, man, with Dante
Ain't nobody
DiVincenzo.
playing no defense.
Yeah, and
nobody playing no defense at all.
See what you want to see how Rob Dillingham does in his preseason, right? You want to
See
get
that? That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, who you looking forward to playing on the Knicks? Because like with the Timberwolves, of course, I want to see how Randall do, but he ain't. You know, I don't know. He's sitting out. So, but this season though, I want to see how he play. And then the young guys, the new guys, I want to see Dillingham. I want to see if we got any of these other young guys that's ready to play. Like, why not? He out there right now. I want to see, you know, who going. And then also Jaden McDaniels. I want to see him, you know, take that next step too. I think that's mandatory.
I'm getting Jaden McDaniels' name mixed up with Jalen, you know, Jaden Daniels because their names is almost like close. You know what I'm saying?
Then you got Jaden Daniels in football. Man, it's easy to get mixed up. But who you looking forward to really watching this season? Cat, watching how he adapts.
Yeah, I'm watching to see Cat Mikal Bridges, and how they you know, how we build the chemistry with these guys. Like I said, because I already know what Brunson, you know, OG Anunoby and Josh Hart and the rest of these guys, you know what I'm saying, watching them all the time. So I just want to see what Cat with this rebounding, because he's going to be playing center because, you know, Mitchell Robinson is out. So he's going to be playing the 5, you know, like he played for you guys, like early in his career, you know, before Gobert, you know what I'm saying? So he'll be near the basket. So hopefully them reboundings will go back up, because he does average about 9 rebounds a game. But I think when he gets playing center, he averages probably 11 or 12, because he'll get the rebounds.
Now, what happened with Mitchell Robinson? What was the injury? I know he out for the season.
Well, Mitchell was his ankle again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because he had ankle surgery, came back, and then I think I don't know if when Embiid did that Bush League thing with his, you know, with his ankle again, and I don't know if that, you know, got the other one, so he had to have surgery on that one too. So he got, you know, so he surgery on both ankles and stuff like that.
Right.
So he gonna be out till like end of December, January, you know what I'm saying, when he comes back and stuff like that. But when he come back, he should be healthy and stuff like that. And then, of course, you know, he gonna have to work himself back into game shape, you know, being out for so long.
Yep, it's gonna be a long off season for him.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if he's here, you know what I'm saying, if he's still here with the Knicks, because, you know, Knicks are still looking to trade, shop people and stuff like that. So I'm hoping he's here, you know what I'm saying, because like I said, he's a defensive anchor, and so when he's healthy, I mean, he makes a difference for us. Offensive rebounds and you know, and shot block and rim protector.
What score? You got 73-69. Okay, I was 71. 71-69. I might be like 5 seconds behind.
No, but you know, the computer is a little bit faster than like the regular
game.
Yeah,
that's probably what it is.
That's all it is, because you're looking at that instead of like the game. I'm just looking at
I'm watching
the game.
on ESPN. Yeah. But you're watching on ESPN too.
Yeah, I'm watching on ESPN because for some reason they they blacked out the Knicks channel and stuff like that. They blacked it out because it was like it's showing on ESPN. I'm like, yo, you should have us both, because I'd rather listen to the Knicks broadcast.
Yeah.
You know, everybody likes to hear Clyde swishing and dishing. You know what I'm saying, with his monikers.
Yeah. I'm so tired. I think they got Doris Burke and somebody that looked new I ain't never seen before doing this telecast.
No, I'm talking about who's the Timberwolves play-by-play on their channel. Who is that? Is that
I know they just changed the play-by-play, and it didn't got away from me, because sometimes I don't even watch with the volume on, with the commentators or whatever.
Yeah, if I'm watching another team's broadcast, I don't even, you know, because I don't want to hear all of them, you know, like, you know, I said the Celtics. I said
sometimes league pass will give you an option. Sometimes it don't.
Yeah, it gives you options too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges is off. Timberwolves up 76-69. Anthony Edwards down to Rudy Gobert, and turnover. Here comes the Knicks. Mikal Bridges around the Karl Anthony Towns screen. Bridges over to Towns. Towns looking for around Jalen Brunson. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson with DiVincenzo in the corner to OG, and OG had the shot. You should just like OG with the fall away. No good. Yeah, some guys, they be passing up wide open shots, man. You got to be ready to shoot that ball.
I wanted to see us get rid of Rudy. I think he might be next to go.
Rudy made too much money. It's Anthony Edwards with a fall-away jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson down the lane over to Mikal and one. But yeah, you said Rudy makes is even 50-something million? I think Rudy makes $50-something million.
Yeah, whatever that huge contract is, it's like I don't know if he really worth it. Everybody keeps screaming defensive player of the year, defensive player.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he is a defensive player, yeah, but in that playoffs last year, he didn't play no defense. I didn't see the defensive against who's that? Was that Dallas? Yeah, I was surprised. I thought he was going to dominate Dallas. Yeah, I thought he was going to dominate Dallas.
And then some people were saying like they was mad because with the trade, the Villanova guys didn't even get a chance to play together. They broke it up for they can even take the court one game.
I was looking for that Villanova thing like this, and it never even happened. I'm like, man, Anthony Edwards again. My God, Anthony Edwards hit another three from he just hit from downtown Minneapolis. 79-72.
My only thing about Ant taking all the threes though is like, man, I mean, I get it. You can get hot, but what if you not? Then you just gonna be like 2 for 10, and that ain't good. Mm-hmm. I mean, but if you putting up threes,
Edwards another three, no good.
If you could put up 10 threes and you could knock down at least 5 or 6 of them, cool. But if you like 2 for 10, when you gonna stop?
Mikal Bridges cherry picking with the basket, 79-74. Yeah, but you know it's gonna be what you call a heat check, right? When you make it, it's gonna be a heat check.
Heat check.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep shooting until you get cold. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey, if I got the Midas touch, let me keep shooting. You know what I'm saying? I got this. I got the touch. You know, some nights, man, it'd be like they were. I mean, everything is going in. That's when you have those big nights, 50-point, 60-point games, big nights. All right, Wolves up 79-74, 3:16 left to go, third quarter. And Rudy Gobert at the free throw line. His first free throw is up. And it's good. 80-74 in the game was Minot, Gobert, DiVincenzo, and Dillingham just came in the game. He came in the game for DiVincenzo. Ingles and Nickeil Alexander-Walker's in the game for the Timberwolves. For the Knicks, would be Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Brunson is going back to the locker room. Deuce McBride and Larry Shamet.
Hey, hold on real fast. Hold on real quick.
Yeah, you can just mute it. All right. Second free throw by Gobert is no good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. Anunoby over to Deuce. Deuce to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns to Bridges around the screen. The corner to Shamet. Back to Bridges. Down the lane, and he lays it in. 80-76 Wolves. All right, Ingles with the ball with OG Anunoby on him. Around a Gobert pick. Out to Dillingham with McBride on him. Dillingham with a three-point shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Bridges around the screen over to OG Anunoby to Larry Shamet in the corner for his three-point shot and it's no good. Rebounded by Shamet and he's fouled. He got clobbered by Joe Ingles. Shamet's first free throw is up and it's good. 80-77. And his second free throw is up. And it's also good. 80-78. Wolves up by 2.
Yeah, now I'm back. Who they put in now? Oh, I'm looking to see who they put in.
Yeah, Gobert just went out now. It's Ingles, Naz Reid, Dillingham, Nickeil Alexander-Walker and what's that? Minot. Mino. All right. Wolves with the ball over to Dillingham. Dillingham over to Alexander Walker. Back to Dillingham to Naz Reid. Walker Ingles for a 3-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns over to Mikal Bridges. Knicks down by 2. Bridges with the ball over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns with a 3-point shot's up, and it's good. 81-80. Knicks. Here comes the Wolves. Alexander Walker over to Naz Reid, but back to Ingles. Ingles to Reid. Reid against Karl Anthony Towns, up and good, and a foul. 82-81 Wolves. Naz Reid will be going to the free throw line looking for a 3-point play. 1:43 left to go, late third quarter. And Reed's free throw is up, and it's good. 83-81. Knicks with the ball. Anunoby over to Deuce McBride. Deuce down the lane. Deuce back out to Anunoby down to Karl Anthony Towns for the dunk. 83 all. Good look by Anunoby. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with the ball. Bring it up to Naz Reid. Naz Reid over to Dillingham. Dillingham guarded by Karl Anthony Towns. Dillingham looking for an outlet stolen by Anunoby. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges to Deuce McBride for a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Minot over to Dillingham. Dillingham around a Naz Reid pick. Dillingham down the lane. Blocked by Deuce McBride, but is a foul called. Deuce thought he had it.
Who going back up Cat? Jericho Sims?
Huh? Oh,
who going back up Cat?
It'd be like Jericho. It'll be Jericho Sims, Precious Achua and stuff like that. I think they'll do something like that. So with the Knicks, are the Knicks challenging the call? Let me see. Let me see the replay. All right, man. We got 50 people in here, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Share on all social media platforms. Subscribe to the Man-Cave podcast. Also subscribe to RC Hawkeye, man, and the Women's Hoops with RC, man. Great content creator, bringing you Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball. Also WNBA, Minnesota Lynx, and the Las Vegas Aces basketball. Also Indiana Fever, man, with Caitlin Clark and stuff like that, man. So you into the women's sports, women's basketball, NBA basketball, RC, the Hawkeye, and the women's hoop, man. Also, he's a Minnesota Timberwolves fan and stuff like that. So, yo, check out his channel. But like I said, also subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network and the rest of the Big Blue Crew Sports members. Big Pat Sports Talk, NYG and Popular Opinion Sports, Miz in the Midday, Mac the Giants fan, Wales to New Jersey, G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou, Classified 3F with Joe, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Zion Zenith, Mac the Giants fan, Leaf Diggy, and the rest of the Big Blue Crew Sports. Go subscribe, man.
No, I was just gonna say, you get that 100. Yeah, I know you at that 100 mark.
I should be. You know what I'm saying? I thought I would have had it, man. But you know, sometimes with these guys will subscribe, man. They don't. You know, subscription is free. People, to subscribe is free, man. Also, the like button is free. It don't cost you anything. Yeah, I should get 100 soon, man. Probably already got it. You know, so I haven't looked on there yet. But minute left to go in the third quarter, and it looks like the call is overturned. So I think it's just a block shot. So it'll be Knicks ball. 83 all. Towns inbounds to Deuce McBride.
What was they reviewing? I'm looking at it, but what they trying to say though? I don't know what they're trying to say.
OG Anunoby foul. Oh, they said it was a clean block because they said it was a foul on Deuce McBride that he fouled him going to the basket, but it was a block. It was a clean block. So they overturned the call. Knicks challenged it.
Which is crazy to me because sometimes with the when they find that they overturn something, sometimes they like jump the ball up, and then sometimes they tell them take it side out. It's like, okay, which one is?
Right. And there'll be free throws. Both free throws are good. 85-83 Knicks. 51 seconds left to go. All right, Wolves with the ball. Dillingham with the ball. Dillingham over to Ingles. Ingles to Nasri for a three. No good. Rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Ahead to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns to Bridges. Bridges looking around. Over to Deuce McBride, corner three, and it's good. 88-83 Knicks. 27 seconds left to go, third quarter. All right, Dillingham over to Nas Reed. Nas Reed, the ball over to Minot. Minot back to Reed, back to Dillingham, down the lane, looking, and the ball is deflected. 14 seconds left to go, 9 seconds on the shot clock. The Knicks up 5. All right. See, look like Dillingham he's gonna Nickeil Alexander-Walker is inbounding the ball to inbounds to Dillingham. Dillingham back to Nas Reed. Nas Reed down the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Knicks. Deuce McBride has the ball. 5 seconds left to go. Deuce coming down. Deuce with a 3-point shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Wolves, and that's the end of the third. 88-83. Knicks up by 5.
I think the fact that we traded Cat because we wasn't going to realistically win a championship with him, no way. So I think that was probably for the best. I just don't know if we got, everything that we could have got in the trade. So, I scratched my head a little bit because it's like, did we get enough, or was that the best that we could do? Not to sit there and say, Randall is a nobody, or the same thing with DiVincenzo, but it's like, couldn't we have got more?
I think that y'all got. Hey, if you really look at it, though, with Karl Anthony Towns' contract, you got back on. I ain't gonna say a similar player that's like a double-double, or you know what I'm saying. It's hard to get those guys in the league, a double-double guy, and then you guys got a shooter too in DiVincenzo, and y'all got that first-round pick from the Detroit Pistons first-round pick. So.
Right.
Y'all actually got a great deal in that trade. I know it was a 3-team trade with the Hornets involved in there too. Because like I said, even me, I didn't want to trade Julius Randle, but if we trade Randle, then it's got to be for a guy who does, it's like a double-double. And Karl Anthony Towns is like, you look, it's like, man, ain't too many guys with a double-double. So, hey, shit, you think about it, it's like, I ain't gonna mad because Karl Anthony Towns can play 2 spots, the 4 and the 5.
Well, then I guess I'll riddle you this. Do you think he enough to be the missing piece? Or you need more?
We're gonna need a little bit more because, like I said, these couple of trades for Mikal Bridges and what's his name? They weakened our bench. You know what I'm saying? The starters are okay, but we need to bench guys. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the backcourt guys, yeah, with Shamet and Cameron Payne, but we need that wing player, like you know what I'm saying? That's gonna or like one of those bucket getters, somebody who's just like a 6-man of the, some of those guys who's just like he's instant offense. You know what I'm saying? Aggressive instant offense guy. We need somebody like that. It's like losing DiVincenzo was big because, like I said, he's either gonna start or he's gonna come off the bench, and you know what I'm saying, he got a nice shot and he's a scorer. So that's another waste. But we gotta have to strengthen our bench, though. You know what I'm saying? Even though we like guard heavy in our bench,
right?
So we got to
I think. Wait, didn't Embiid sign the contract extension with the Sixers?
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
Because I always thought that the Knicks would probably try to wait around to see what Embiid might do, but he
that was the talk, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a talk, but once the Karl Anthony things went down, because I think those are the 2 guys that they always had linked to the Knicks was Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid, because they both what's that CAA, you know what I'm saying, that agency with Leon Rose and stuff like that. So there's always been linked, but once they made the Karl Anthony Towns trade, now that Joel Embiid is like, that's a no longer thing, you know what I'm saying? So, and then Embiid resigned, his extension, which I mean, you really look at it. There's a lot of guys who have the opportunity to go somewhere, but they don't want to leave money on the table, so they'll sign back with their team. They want to get the bag and get traded, but it's harder that way, when you get your money and then the team has to trade you too, because they want equal value. And, if you make a lot of money, you're going to have to make those players add up and those contracts add up too.
Right.
So I mean, for you guys, Julius Randle, I mean, and he has the option coming to this at the end of the season to be a free agent or resign. So, that's another thing that Timberwolves will have to look at too with Julius Randle to give an extension.
I think the fact that we lost some height, we got smaller too. But people say we got a lot of depth though, and that sounds good too. But it's like you need, people to defend against like Nikola Jokic and stuff like that.
Oh, Cameron Payne
does a good job.
Yeah. I mean, I get that, but like I said, I'm telling you right now, bench depth is important because, like I said, that's one of our things. Last year we had like a bench depth, and like I said, had we been healthy, our depth would have really took over a lot of games. Some teams, but we lost some of that bench depth with some of these trades and stuff like that. So now we got to replenish that bench depth because the starters are cool. It's just like because just like the Celtics. Celtics always had a good starting five. They just ain't have a bench. So that was one of the ways we could take on them dudes and stuff like that. So if you got a starting five and you got some bench help, that's gonna make you even tougher and stronger to play against because your bench depth is so good that when your second unit comes in, that they're dominating the other team. You know what I'm saying? And then keeping the game close or giving you a lead. Right. So when the starters come back in, they could do their thing. But when you don't have no bench and stuff like that, the starters, they're going to be gassed. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get out to leads or they can't sustain leads because, they got 2 units coming at them. Oh,
I see y'all got campaign.
Yeah, we got campaign. I thought we was going to get, what's his name? I thought we was going to get, Tyus Jones, but Tyus Jones wanted to be a starter, so I understood why he ain't signed because they signed for about the same thing, like $3 million. With Tyus Jones, because I'd rather Tyus Jones because Tyus Jones is like he leads an assist and he's a playmaker, like get guys involved. But hey,
I'm trying to remember where he went.
He plays next.
He went to Phoenix. He went to Phoenix. Yeah, it just went off in my head. I remember. I had to like a YouTube.
They needed that. Phoenix needed a point guard because they didn't have a point guard. They really needed a point guard. That was a good signing by Phoenix. Actually, when I saw, I was like, "Oh snap! That's exactly who they needed." Another guy who I thought that some other teams could have used was DeJounte Murray from the Hawks. A lot of teams decided they didn't want to give up a couple of picks. I was like, man, DeJounte Murray would have been a great addition to your team, to some teams like Orlando. He'd have been a great addition to them, to some other teams that needed a point guard, a real point guard that could run a team. All right, Timberwolves in the corner. Joe Ingles with a 3, and it's up and it's good. 93-88 Knicks, 10:46 left to go in the fourth quarter. Knicks up 5. Knicks with the ball. Cameron Payne looking for around a Jericho Sims pick. Payne over to Shamet in the corner. Shamet try to pass off to got the ball up to Precious Achua, comes down the lane and slams it in. 95-88 Knicks. Looked like Shamet was looking for Jericho Sims, but the pass got stuffed.
I didn't even know he was still in the league, man.
Ooh, Larry Shamet. Yeah, Shamet, man. And that's that dude's a good bench player. Like I said, he could shoot though. You know what I'm saying? So if he could regain that shooting thing and come off the bench and give us some of that, man, that's all I care about, man. Like just hit that, just because he's a shooter. So hey, just shoot that thing. Nas Reed with a 3-point shot up and it's good. 95-91. Look at Nas Reed, came into the league, wasn't really a big 3-point shooter, and he's been practicing that 3-point shot now. He's a 3-point shooter.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, he worked on his game.
Probably the best big man out there, man, in terms of shooting threes. I want to put emphasis on that. Not the best big man, but shooting threes.
Shamming in the lane, down the lane, in and out. Here comes the Wolves. Nas Reed with a step back 3, in and out. Man, that was down, and it came in and out. Here comes the Knicks. Precious Achua with the ball over to Cameron Payne. Payne around a Jericho Sims pick. Cameron Payne to Larry Shamet over to Precious Achua. Achua down the lane turns, shoots, and scores off of 1 foot. Okay, Precious. 97-91 Knicks. Here comes the Wolves. Alexander Walker with the ball around the pick. Over to Ingles, wide open. Ingles back to Nickeil Alexander-Walker down the lane. On Jericho Sims, up and no good, but he will go to the free throw line.
He kind of puts you in the mindset of like Sam Perkins.
Who?
Talking about Nas Reed.
Oh, yeah. Talking about Sam, wake me up when it's over, Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Perkins, sleepy-eyed Sam Perkins. Great player, man. I remember Sam Perkins back in his playing days. Alexander Walker's first free throw is up, and it's good. He got the friendly bounce. Nikolai Jokic. Suns at Nuggets up next.
Hopefully Westbrook don't destroy the Nuggets. I don't think he will.
It'll be a great night in New York if the Liberties win, the Knicks win, the Mets win, and the Giants win. It'll be the quartet. We need a quartet tonight. Man. Deuce with the shot in the lane. Great shot, Deuce. 99-93 Knicks up 6, 8:51. Early fourth quarter. Here comes the Wolves. Alexander. Oh yeah, I got Garza in the game now.
The starters is done. It look like except for Jaden.
That's what it looked like for the Knicks too. Jericho Sims to Cameron Payne. Payne out to Deuce McBride. Up and under 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Luka Garza. Over to Joe Ingles.
Luka out there representing Iowa.
Yes he is. Dillingham over to Ingles. Ingles to Luka Garza. Garza back to Nickeil Alexander-Walker around the pick. Garza for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Jericho Sims over to Cameron Payne. But Garza, he can shoot though. Timeout on the floor.
He can. Yeah, he definitely can stretch the floor. He can do that.
Luka Garza. It's like say he got to find his niche in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Former star player at Iowa, the Hawkeyes. You know, was he the National Player of the Year or runner-up?
I feel like he was.
I think he was the National Player of the Year.
When it comes down to the men's side of things, I don't keep up with the team. I used to keep up with the men's side of the program a lot more, but not in recent years. But like back when they had like Ricky Davis and Danny Oliver. Players like that, Reggie Evans,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. Way back in the 80s, man. I used to watch Iowa basketball, man, when they had B.J. Armstrong, Roy Marble.
I don't remember that far back.
Man, let me tell you something, man. They were some great Iowa teams. B.J. Armstrong, Roy Marble.
I didn't even know that's what B.J. played ball. Of course, I know B.J., but I was more used to him when he got to the Bulls.
It was. Oh, who's the other? I keep forgetting the other guy's name. Roy Marble. I know it's Roy Marble, B.J. Armstrong, and there was one more, man. That Iowa team was great, man. It was like, hey, that's why B.J. was a first-round pick, man. He was like the point guard, one of the best point guards in college basketball. Yeah, a lot of great teams in the 80s and 90s, man. A lot of great teams. The basketball was great back then too. Not to say it's not great now, but man, it's tough. They used to let them guys play. Man.
Then one thing about your girl Jonquel is she got to stop bringing the ball down like she's Steve Nash, bro. It gets me every time.
That's what the coach need to do. I don't know the Brundellos. Like, listen, Sabrina, bring the ball up, and Jonquel needs to stop staying out by the 3-point line. Go underneath the basket. I know you're trying to give like an open lane out, but hey, get down there and get the ball and let them double team you and pass it back out, man. That's what we need to do. Open things up, man. Staying out by the 3-point line ain't really helping us too much sometimes because these chicks ain't really making baskets near there.
I just don't think she's comfortable down there on the block. She can't be. I don't think she's comfortable down there because even when she shoot down there, it look wonky. Shots look like she don't belong down there. Even when she make her shots, it's like, oh, that went in. Barely.
He said, oh, that went in. But yeah, like I said, she's what you call it down. She's a rim protector, anchor down there, man. It's like, hey, man, get the ball down there. Let the links double team you, because they ain't gonna let you go 1-on-1 with somebody down. They're gonna try to double team you. You give it to somebody open. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's Conley and all of them. I know they there.
Yeah.
Nas Reed, the local kid from New Jersey, man. He's from Asbury Park.
Hey, Nas Reed,
Nas Reed from Asbury.
So where Cat from? Cat from there too, right?
Yeah, Cat from here. He from like Edison Township, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? He went to the same high school that Jason Williams and what's the dude name from the Lakers? The center, Andrew Bynum. They went to the same high school, St. Joseph's High School, Metuchen. All right, Knicks with the ball. Deuce in the lane, and he's out of control. Yeah, Deuce, you travel. You're out of control, man.
Them 16 rebounds is nice. I see Cat has 16 boards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, closer to the basket, gonna get some rebounds. Like what's his name? Like Josh Hart getting them rebounds. Yeah. Nas Reed went to Roselle Catholic. That's in Roselle, New Jersey.
You say the most unfortunate thing is he went undrafted. I think Garza went undrafted too.
Yeah, Garza went undrafted, like I said, because his was he too slow-footed for the NBA? You know what I'm saying? I think that was the thing for him.
Yeah. His comparison for me was Tyler Hansbrough. That's what I thought. You gotta be careful because he could end up like that.
Tyler Hansbrough was just like how tall is Garza? Because Tyler Hansbrough was like 6'8", but he was he was like undersized for
Garza like 16.
Garza's a big dude and stuff like that. But Wolves with the ball. Dillingham with the shot, no good. Rebounded by who's number 00 on the Timberwolves. Let me see. He just basket, no good.
That's that rookie from Illinois, Terrence Shannon Jr.
Oh, that's that dude's a scorer.
Yeah.
All right. What's the name? Just scored a and one. Yeah, I wanted the Knicks to get him. He's a scorer and stuff like that. I know, but during the draft, he had that thing come out on with him with that, that thing that came out to be false with the girl or something like that. That came out to be false.
Kid back from his the one that made the basket. You ahead a bit, but 22, the one that got the and one. He spent a year out with the ruptured Achilles. So that's got to be. I think it's Jalen Clark.
Jalen Clark, okay, is Clark. All right, Knicks in the lane, okay. Campaign, Knicks up 102-95, 6:36 left to go. Campaign down the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebounded, and it's out on the Knicks Wolves ball. Yeah, this game, what's going to close this game out? The reserves will close this game out.
Yeah,
all right.
Like it.
Dillingham getting all this playing time. Dillingham over to Clark. Clark to Minot over to Luka Garza down the post, and he's fouled, held by Jericho Sims down there. So Luka Garza will be at the free throw line because the Timberwolves are in the bonus.
I don't know too many players that be tearing their not ACL, tear their Achilles when they're young. I know that's like totally, but I just don't know of too many that get that injury when they just coming in the league. I think it happened when he was with UCLA though. But
yeah, a lot of these guys, man. A lot of things now is like every a decade or a century. It's like it's like a new injury because back in the day it was microfracture surgery. Now it came to ACL, and then now it's believe it or not, now it's core muscle groin injuries. You know what I'm saying? A lot of groin injuries and hamstrings. I was like, golly. Every time you turn around, there's a groin. Here, there's groin. It's like groin. And people are like, you can't have surgery for that. There's nothing for that. That's just between your legs, the groin. You know what I'm saying? It's just like got to heal. Somebody be like, well, you got a groin. Why you get a cast? Where you gonna put a cast at?
Right. You out. You on the shelf until you get better.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that microfracture back in the day, man, that stuff was deadly, man. Guys get that, man, and they was like,
They done. They cooked.
It took a lot out of you, man. And it's like, and I think it was some guys in the NBA back then, like Penny Hardaway. Them guys got microfracture. Amari Stoudemire's like, if they'd have had a different type of surgery, I think their careers would have been better. It's like that was the only thing they had back then, and I don't know if that was the best thing possible. All right, Dillingham in the lane. Those are shot up, no good.
They came back like Mac Dyson them, but the first thing you seen was like, oh, they don't have the same explosiveness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of guys are moved around. Bridges in New York, DeRozan in Sacramento, Paul George in Philly, DeJounte Murray in New Orleans, Chris Paul in San Antonio. All right.
Who's gonna help? Who is? I don't know, man. I mean, that's too tough a question to ask right now. But
what?
Who's gonna help? Who's gonna help their team, their new team, the most? Paul George, maybe. I don't know.
I think, I could tell off the rip. I think it's gonna be DeJounte Murray helping out the Pelicans, because the Pelicans needed a point guard. They needed a point guard, and they got one because, like I said, CJ McCollum is not a point guard. I knew that. I mean, he's an off guard, shooting guard, whatever. But that's what they was lacking, was a true point guard, and DeJounte Murray can give them that. And he's a two-way player. It's something that they never really had before. You know what I'm saying? That boy averaged, he almost had like a double-double, like 20-something points, like 9 assists, and it's like 8 rebounds. That was a great pickup for them, man. I mean, teams didn't want to give up like a couple of first-round picks. Yo, you need a point guard. That's where you go get a defensive-minded point guard that can run a team, and he's fast.
They blowing this whistle for the reserves more than the starters. Man, they
they trying to lengthen the game, right? You say usually be the other way around. When they trying to shorten the game, they just let them play.
I say DeJounte gonna help the Pelicans, but it's on the flip hand side, is Zion gonna stay healthy, and I think it doesn't matter what DeJounte does if Zion can't stay healthy.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. Brandon Ingram and Zion got to stay healthy. If them two stay healthy for the Pelicans and Zion and DeJounte is there, they're gonna have a great season.
I heard he was on a trading block, but apparently nothing materialized. Brandon Ingram. Nothing really materialized with that.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, it's like, it's like what the Pelicans want, you know what I'm saying? Because if they want really a lot of big stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's when teams like kind of like, you know, you'll get some teams do it, but a lot of teams will back off and stuff like that. So if they want really too much for them, that's probably why some people are like, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? You really ain't trying to trade them if you want all this. You know what I'm saying? You just saying that. So, you know, they call their bluff. All right, Luka Garza.
Who came into the game, and I thought that was Julius Randle, but who was number 55? I'm like, what? Because it kind of looked like Julius Randle, number 55 on the Knicks.
Oh no, that's the rookie Ariel Hukporti. The rookie they picked in the draft.
Oh, okay, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know nothing about this.
He said, Juju. Shamit off a quick screen shot, 3-point shot, no good. Here comes the Wolves, 104-98 Knicks, 4:56 left to go. Dillingham pull up, no good. Rebounded by Hukporti, and he's fouled by Clark.
I will say, I feel like if y'all don't draft high, then y'all really don't give like a rookie. I say, like, if y'all don't draft high in the draft, I feel like sometimes y'all don't get like rookies enough love. Yeah, but why would you? Y'all would continue saying, but you know.
Now I will say this though: the rookie we drafted in the second round, Tyler Kolek from Marquette.
Yeah, where he at?
He's on the bench right now, but he's going to play. You know, I think, you know, people think I was like, yo, because he's a playmaker in the secondary. I mean, in a second unit, because Deuce McBride is not really a point guard. He's more of a combo guard. And, you know, you need somebody that's going to really like get those guys, because Kolek is he's an assist guy. He gets guys involved and stuff like that, and he can shoot. So he's gonna play. You know what I'm saying? People thinking like, oh, it's like, yo, because they signed him to the probably the highest second round contract. He could do a second round pick. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna play. I mean, he might go to Westchester, but he'll be up playing for the Knicks because, you know, injuries part of the game. So the dude's gonna play. I mean, I know people be thinking all year their team is going to stay healthy. Like, bro, that's what you want, but that doesn't what always happens. Deuce with the 3-point shot, 107-98 Knicks, 4:20 left to go, fourth quarter. Who's this
They didn't
dude?
put somebody in the game number one that I ain't never seen.
That's what I'm about to ask you. That's what I said. Who's number one?
On Minnesota, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to go to the free throw line now, so we'll see who he is.
I guess it's the preseason, and you don't know everybody.
Yeah, because some of those guys they'll be down in Westchester. They'll be sent. I mean, wherever your G League team is, they'll be playing in the G League. You know, who's your G League affiliate?
Iowa, like Iowa Wolves.
Number one, his first free throw is no good. What is his name? I'm trying to see what his name is.
I can't even tell. I feel like it said Knicks, but I'm probably wrong.
All right, who's 33 coming in? Miller coming in.
It looks like it's only 3 letters.
Hold on, is that Percy Miller's son? Is that what's the name Miller's son?
I wonder if I can, because I got my other device. I wonder if I can look it up and try to.
Miller, number 33, like the roster and stuff like that.
Oh no, that ain't his son, but I'm surprised. Well, I mean, hey, it's
what's his name? What's his name?
Leonard Miller.
Oh no, Leonard Miller. Nah. Because he'd be having his son's name like Percy and Harsey or Marcy Miller. You know what I'm saying? He'd be having those type of names. All right, Clark over to number one, whoever number one is, and
I feel like he spent almost all last year in the G League. Leonard Miller.
All right, Clark with a 3, 107-102.
Oh, he is from the G League.
He's from the G League.
Yeah, he ain't even play college ball. I don't think we ever. That's what I was gonna find out who number one is before we never know, because I don't know. I ain't never seen it.
All right, and that was an offensive foul. Clark with the ball down the lane, shot no good. Rebounded by the Knicks' Precious Achiuwa. Chua up and no good. Yeah, they letting them play. 109-102. Knicks up 7 over the Wolves. And 1 for the T-Wolves. There he is, the double silver. Shannon Jr. 109-104 T-Wolves. Trailing the Knicks. When we come back, what's name will be at the free throw line. Shannon Jr. will be at the free throw line to finish the 3-point play.
Yeah, he got some potential, and I think he played all 4 years, so he ready, man. He should be NBA ready. He played all 4 years. Talking about Terrence Shannon Jr. Yeah, okay, I got our answer. His name is the guy that was number one. His name Dasheen Nix.
Oh, Dasheen Nix. Okay.
He's 6'3", 226 from the NBA G League Ignite. He was undrafted in 2021. I ain't never heard of him. Yeah, then they said we got Keita Bates-Diop back from y'all. Was he a Knick? Yep. I don't know. He used to play for us.
Yeah, he was part of the trade, so he came back to you guys. Keita job. After this, like the Giants game is on right now.
You getting ready to go watch your Giants, right?
Yep, I'm gonna watch the Giants game after this. So right after this, be off of this and watch the Giants and the Bengals Sunday Night Football. That should be another game, good game. Like I said, the Mets are playing right now. They playing the Dodgers in LA too. So a lot of New York sports is on right now, man. And the Giants playing against Joe Burrows.
So who you got? You got the Celtics repeating this year?
Hell no.
Who gonna take it?
Celtics repeat.
I
Anybody but
don't
the
know
Celtics.
who.
I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody but the Celtics. I felt the Celtics had an easy path to the championship last year with people out injured and stuff for every team. I know the Celtics had KP injured too for the Celtics, but hey, this year if all these teams stay healthy, it's gonna be a daunting path, man. If you gotta go through Milwaukee, New York, Philadelphia, in the East with Boston, it ain't gonna be an easy path. You know what I'm saying? If these guys all stay healthy, it's gonna be a big test. You know, and sometimes, yeah, man, people figure you out though. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Denver might. I don't know.
Hey, RC, you see what Coach said? Coach, thanks for tapping in, man. He said Randall will ultimately retire as a Knick.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he gonna come back and sign his 1-day contract and retire as a Knick.
Yeah, he might do that. I hope he help us out first, though. I hope he give us a lot of help.
He said he gonna help us out, man.
We need it. Because I feel like we got smaller. I know we got a tall guy and Gobert, but I feel like we got small. I mean, maybe we didn't. We still got Nas. Nas but see, Nas he like 6'9". You would think he played taller, but he only 6'9".
Coach, I know you was going through the motions in the Liberty game, man. They had that big lead, and then when Minnesota came back, I know you was like, no, not again, man. You can't be having this stuff happening all over again. Because I know I was mad. Like, all right, Shannon Jr.'s free throws up, and it's good. 109, 105, 244.
But Naja was cooking, though. For real.
Naja Lane,
She was the reason why y'all won today's game.
Yeah.
The biggest reason.
Yeah, because Sabrina had like 14 points in the first half, and then she didn't score in the second half until like 1 or 2 points. Shaman with the shot up and is good, and he's foul. Looking for the 3-point play. 111, 105 Knicks. 2:29 left to go in the fourth.
So the season's crack off October 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's the 23rd. And you say y'all play first. Y'all got
Celtics
for opening night. I just wonder if the Lakers and Timberwolves play. I feel like they play that.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of teams that play that night too. You know what I'm saying? So let me see the NBA schedule on opening night. Yeah, they ain't showing it. October 20 Wednesday. Yeah.
He definitely gonna have to bulk up. Leonard, he might be back in the G League again.
All right, Shannon with the shot, no good. Yeah, opening night is only gonna be 2 games. Knicks at Celtics, followed by the Timberwolves at Lakers.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering if he played that day, but yeah.
Yep, Timberwolves at Lakers. All right, Deuce McBride with the shot, no good. Knicks up 115, 105, 129 left to go. And in the Giants-Bengals game, Bengals already up 7-0 over the Giants. I think Joe Burrow scored a touchdown. So the Giants D gotta come. They gotta come to play, man. They gotta make some stops. They gotta stop this guy, man. Nafisa Collier.
Yeah, she be cooking, man.
Yeah, Phoebe cooking. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why they are tough out. And
then, you know what though? Yes, y'all did some great. Y'all played a great defensive game on her. You know, switching, standing in her face, being right there. Y'all ain't give her no room to breathe. And I think it kind of showed today. You know, y'all was like right up under. Y'all was in her collar. But, yeah.
Yo, hold up. Yo, I know Aiden Hutchinson left the game carted off with a broken foot. Oh, snap. So Aiden Hutchinson gonna be out for the Lions. Carted off with a broken tibia, broken foot. Yeah, that's a big loss for the Lions on D, but they got enough talent. They got a lot of talent though. Leonard Miller.
They better not let that thing get back to New York, because if it get back to New York, the chip is going to the Liberty. Hey, I said it right here first on S channel, y'all, S God channel. If it go back to New York,
he said that's New York gonna get that chip.
Yeah.
I wanted to get back to New York, but hey, I will take a split. I'll take a split in Minnesota, because if Minnesota wins both games, they're gonna win the chip. So we got to get a split. You know what I'm saying? We got to get a split, or if we win both games, I'll be happy. But the Lynx, like I said, the Lynx can win both, because they beat New York 3-1 in the series anyway in the regular season. So it ain't like they ain't used to this. That's one of the teams the Liberties had problems with. All right, Knicks with the ball. Shamet, 59 seconds left to go, over to Deuce McBride. Bride in the corner to Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa with the jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Shannon Jr. Here he comes with the Timberwolves. Over to Leonard Miller for a three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Cameron Payne. Over to Precious Achiuwa. With Luka Garza. Achiuwa, no good. Rebounded by Leonard Miller and the T-Wolves. 32 seconds left to go. Knicks up by 8. Garza with a three-point shot, and it's good. 115, 110, 27 seconds left to go. Cameron Payne over to Larry Shamet. Shamet back to Payne.
We said Garza could shoot, and that's what he did.
Over to Deuce, who's going to hold the ball. And it's going to be a shot clock violation with like 3-4 seconds, and the Timberwolves will get the ball back. Yeah. 115, 110. That's going to be the final score, because the Timberwolves will let the clock play out.
No, I appreciate you for letting me pop on, bro. For real.
Ain't no problem, man. Always, bro. You know you're always welcome, man. Like I said, anytime you just ask for the link, bro, it's always in there, man, because I know you're a big basketball fan, even football fan too, man. So it's all good, man. So, like I said, man, I want to thank everybody for watching this live stream of the Timberwolves versus Knicks. Knicks win 115-110. You know what I'm saying? It's a preseason game. And like I said, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share on all social media platforms. The Big Blue Crew Sports Network as my podcast, the Man-Cave podcast, and also RC the Hawkeye. Go subscribe to his channel too, man. Great content creator. Like I said, Iowa Hawkeyes women, Minnesota Lynx, and Las Vegas Aces WNBA, as well as the Minnesota Timberwolves NBA and stuff like that, man. And like I said, I'm gonna give you the final stats for the Timberwolves and the Knicks. Final stats: Jaden McDaniels finished with 3 points, 9 points for Rudy Gobert with 10 rebounds. Nas Reed, 15 points. Dante DiVincenzo, 15. And the big man, Anthony Edwards with 31 points tonight. Off the bench, Jay Minot with 6. Leonard Miller with 2. Garza with 6. Ingles with 6. Alexander Walker with 6. And also Jalen Clark with 5. For the Knicks, Mikal Bridges with 15 points. 19 for OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns finishes with 16 points, 16 rebounds. Jalen Brunson, 24 points. Off the bench, Precious Achiuwa with 4. Cameron Payne with 12. Deuce McBride with 12. And Larry Shamet also with 13 points off the bench. So, RC, man, any final words you want to say?
Nah, man. Again, man, just, popping through, coming out, supporting the channel. Man, I hope people just continue to, like your videos and subscribe, because y'all doing something great over here. You, Coach Ed, all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Somebody showed me love. I show them love back. So, thanks for having me, and best of luck to both of our teams, for this NBA season, bro.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to catch you next time, bro.
All right. As always, man, thank you, RC, for coming by, man. And like I said, everybody, man, you'll catch me the next time, man. Like I said, I'll be on tomorrow night, Monday Night Football with the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Go and subscribe, man. Until next time, man, we will see you guys, man. Peace.
This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Guard.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That Turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalized, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Stay calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most